Hi there, I'm Yolandi Raad. I'm the founder of Data Connect, and I love to help people understand the cloud better. In this session today, we will talk about Microsoft Teams. We'll discuss the key features and capabilities of Teams, and at the end of this session, you will be able to understand how to choose between some of the more prominent video meeting platforms available today. I hope you enjoy this video and thank you for watching. We all find ourselves in a world where suddenly online meetings and remote collaboration have become the preferred way to conduct business and to connect with people. Within this new normal way of doing things, the use of online meeting software has skyrocketed. We have probably all used Zoom over the last few weeks to connect with people. Zoom requires no introduction. Its platform offers a specialized online meetings experience with solid solutions for screen sharing, remote online support, webinars, town hall meetings, breakout rooms, and integrated chat. It's super intuitive to use, and no surprise that it has become the go-to solution for many individuals and organizations. But it also wouldn't surprise us that there are other players in this field. Two of the most notable ones belong to two giants in the industry today: Microsoft and Google. The applications are called Microsoft Teams and Google Meet. And although all these products have similarities, they are very unique in many ways. But they all have this one thing in common: they are all constantly improving and adding new features and capabilities. Today I will give you an overview of Microsoft Teams. And after a closer look at Teams, we will spend some time comparing the costs and features of these three products to help you decide on the best solution for your requirements. Let's get started. Microsoft Teams is much more than just online meeting software. Teams is a hub for teamwork. Teams let you quickly pull together a team with people inside and outside your organization. Within your workflow channels, you can chat with others to drive fast and inclusive conversations, securely share and co-author documents, and have online meetings. Has anyone here used Slack before? Teams has many similarities to Slack. Teams is part of the Microsoft 365 portfolio. Teams will simplify your access to Microsoft 365 or Office 365 services and documents to be the new center of gravity for your collaboration and communication needs. For Microsoft 365 business customers, it is highly advisable to adopt the use of Teams in their organizations. Microsoft Teams is also available for free. In the free version, you can get chat, video calling, file sharing, even storage, and more for as long as you want. It is important to understand that Teams has two very different types of customers, and the software experience is different for these groups. Group 1 is a user in an organization with a Microsoft 365 business subscription. Group 2 is an individual or a person with a Microsoft 365 personal subscription. Let's have a look at the typical interactions within an organizational team for a business that has a Microsoft Business license. These licenses for small businesses start at $5 per user. The most common subscription model, the $12 per user, gives every user, especially in a small business, the ability to use local installed Office apps including Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook. Gives them 1 terabyte of storage on OneDrive for Business. You get access to Microsoft Teams and some other applications. These apps are all available on a web browser or installed on desktop, laptop, and mobile devices. This is a similar subscription product to Google Suite for businesses, where you also get a vast selection of applications and storage capabilities and file sharing and collaboration functionality for a similar price. To get back to Teams, if you use Teams in the context of your Microsoft 365 business subscription, and you have a team of people registered on your business domain who work together and constantly communicate on workflows and projects, you will greatly benefit from the collaboration features in Microsoft Teams. Let me show you some of these features. This is a screenshot of the Microsoft Teams interface for a small business. I've just completed a project where I've helped them roll out Teams for more efficient collaboration and file sharing. The organization is set up into teams and channels. Channels represent common workflows in the organization and helps to focus conversation and share files around certain topics or projects. You have posts on a conversation, which is a great way to communicate, avoid back and forth emails, and always have a place where you can trace the history of your conversations and workflows. Within a channel, you can post updates, files, rich text, content, even meet online with a click of a button. Meetings can be recorded, and meeting conversations and notes will be available on the channel afterwards. It is a great way to keep track of conversations, whether by text, audio, or video. On this screen, you will see how every focus channel has its own files that are hosted on SharePoint. This is a great way to find files that are shared in common workflows, and team members have the ability to collaborate and co-author on these documents. You have tight control over channel permissions and file permissions. You control who sees what. The search function is also very powerful, and you can search across people, files, and conversations to find the content you are looking for. You can easily schedule meetings from within Teams, and it has a scheduling assistant that can help you find the best time slot for the team members that you are inviting to a meeting. Integration with Outlook is seamless. But what if you do not have a Microsoft 365 business account or an organization that is big enough? You can still use Teams if you're an individual or only have a Microsoft personal account. Microsoft has made Teams available for free. Anyone can use it. It's important to know that individuals who use the Teams app for free have access to a somewhat limited set of the features of the product. Microsoft is frequently updating Teams for both subscribed and free users. They are adding new functionality so quickly, it even looks different today compared to last week. So let's look at Teams for this group of people, the individuals and small business owners who are not ready at this point to purchase a Microsoft Business subscription for their business. Let me show you around the free version of Teams and specifically focus on meetings. Afterward, we'll discuss how the meeting functionality compares to Zoom at this point in time. Again, remember that all these products are constantly changing and improving. Okay, here we are in our free application. On the Teams tab in the application, you have the option to create new teams and invite people to join your teams. For the free Teams account, you get 2 GB per user and 10 GB of shared storage between members of your team. This is a useful feature if you frequently collaborate with specific individuals around work projects. On the Meetings tab, you have the option to start a meeting right away or to schedule a meeting. Actually, the ability to schedule a meeting has very recently been added to the free plan, and the functionality will definitely improve. At this point, you have the option to copy the meeting link and manually send out an email to participants, or you can schedule a meeting using Google Calendar. When another unregistered user has been invited to a meeting, in other words, a person who does not have a Microsoft account or who is not a team member in your Microsoft Teams, that person can simply click the link to join and join the meeting in a browser or using the desktop or mobile app. On this slide, you see an example of how you would send a meeting invite using copy link and use your email. Meeting capabilities include the typical features you would expect from a video conferencing solution, although not all features are available on web browser and on the free Teams application. This feature set is also frequently updated. Capabilities include changing your background, adjusting your view, sharing content, showing your screen during a meeting, displaying subtitles, take meeting notes, chat, raise your hand, multitask in a meeting, move around, change participant settings, a lobby area, whiteboard, remote desktop control. You can share system audio, record a meeting, and show PowerPoint slides. After the meeting, some elements of the meeting will persist. The meeting organizer can see meeting chats, notes, and the virtual whiteboard if it was used in the meeting. And you can also resume the meeting by clicking on Join. This is an easy way to have a preset static meeting link for specific groups and participants that meet on a regular basis. Okay, I hope you found this overview and demonstration screens insightful. Now let's continue to summarize some of the good features of Teams. For Microsoft 365 Business subscribers, it's a fantastic meeting and collaboration tool. You can use it for free. The most notable advantage, even on the free plan, is that you can have up to 250 people on a video meeting with no time limit. Even in the free application, you have security measures that makes it rather hack safe. You have a lobby area. You can skip the hassle of using meeting passwords because the meeting link is a long, unintelligible URL instead of a simple room code. You can reuse meeting links for regular meetings. You can go back to the meeting history and click Join again. Users get some cloud storage in the free application as well. This is very useful for keeping meeting history and sharing documents. Let's look at some of the not so good things about Teams. There is a bit of a learning curve. It is not as intuitive and easy to use as Zoom. Meeting scheduling on the free plan is not yet a seamless experience. It was added very recently and it will definitely improve, but right now it's cumbersome to use and invite people. There is no breakout room functionality. You can only view 9 video feeds on a screen. If you have more participants, you'll have to scroll through your views. And there is no dial-in or call-in functionality by default, not even on the smaller Microsoft 365 Business subscriptions. Before we compare Zoom and Teams, let me tell you a little about Google Meet so that we can compare them all. Google also offers Google Meet free of charge, and it is a very intuitive product to use. There are no downloads on PC and laptop. It is only browser-based, and it has a mobile app. On the free tier, you can meet for 1 hour with 100 people. And until the end of September, you can meet 100 people for 24 hours. And if you are an existing Google Suite business user, it would make a lot of sense for you to check out Meet. The only reason that I wouldn't recommend Google Meet on the free plan, that is, if you're not a G Suite business user, is that it requires all your meeting participants to sign in with a Google account before they would be able to join a meeting that was set up on a free plan. That is not a fun requirement to put on your meeting participants. I think as soon as Google changes that issue, Meet will be a great option to consider. Okay, let's bring all this together and compare the 3 products. Let's compare some of the main features on the free application. For Teams, 250 people can meet for an unlimited duration. On Zoom, 100 people can meet for 40 minutes. And on Google Meet, 100 people can meet until September for 24 hours and after that for 1 hour. Teams has no dial-in, neither does Google, but Zoom offers a dial-in number. There is no recording capability on the free tier for Teams or Google, but on Zoom you are able to record your meeting. Teams offers user cloud storage, but Zoom and Google does not offer cloud storage. Next, let's look at what we get on the first paid tier. The cost for Teams is $5 per user and upwards. You have to have a Microsoft 365 Business account. For Zoom, it starts at $14.99 per month. And on Google Meet, it would make sense to have a G Suite Essentials account. That's around $10. Then on this tier for 250 people on Teams, it's the same thing, 250 people, unlimited duration of meetings. On Zoom, you get 100 people, now for 24 hours. And on Google Meet, 150 people can meet for 300 hours. On Teams, notes and chats persist after the meeting. You can keep meeting history. On Zoom and Google Meet, you are not able to keep history or chats of your meeting. And the last two, Teams and Google Meet, has no breakout rooms. Zoom offers breakout rooms. And your screen view, your grid on Teams, you can see 9 video feeds. On Google Meet, you can see 16. And on Zoom, you can see up to 49. So which one is best? Well, it depends on the job. Use the right tool for the job. Are you a Microsoft 365 business user? I would suggest you use Teams. Are you a Google G Suite user? Use Google Meet. Do you want the most intuitive and easy to use interface? Use Zoom. Do you want to make use of breakout rooms within your meeting? Zoom would be the best choice. Do you need an easy to use interface on the free tier, but you will also want to meet for more than 40 minutes? If you're a G Suite user, use Meet. If not, use Teams. Do you have more than 100 meeting participants? Use Teams. Do you want to see everyone in the meeting on one screen? Zoom would be the best choice. And that's a wrap. Thank you. I trust you found this presentation insightful.